being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the it's built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did this happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is Stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing this 50s like hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels from calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apology, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career's snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my life.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Straight ahead, Walker. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Cobb in motion right. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, set! Buffalo 18! Go,
In motion right is Watkins.
Cut 19. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. There you go, Charles. His first NFL pass, and it goes for a completion.
And you know that they thought about this before even calling the play, right? Let's get him his first completion. Let's get it out of the way because we expect bigger things from him going forward, but take care of the small stuff first.
19 Wyatt. 18 Roger. 18 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Green brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Walker now on 1st and 10. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and the single gold stripe running from front to back. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, a chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown aside. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down and a run by Robinson. And some space here. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 50 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. First and goal from the 6. Here's White. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw is Fields. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Zamir White, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Third and 2, Willis. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
2nd down, here's Willis. Throw out wide to Walker. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Right back to the air again with Willis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check mash, ready.
A give for Walker running right. And he's in. Touchdown Commanders. Ken Walker with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone, and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Fulk connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Fields now to throw. He finds Austin complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Don't blink or you might miss Calvin Austin, one of the fastest and shiftiest players from the 2022 NFL Draft. A dynamic guy in the slot. When he makes a catch, you better get him on the ground in a hurry. Otherwise, he'll burn you in open space. Pair that with his 4.3 speed, and he's nothing but a big play waiting to happen. A little bit of that on display right there.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, Fields. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5. Fields throwing again. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Shot.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Hey, check that streak. Ready?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
18 Randall.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Channing Tindall. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Cobb to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Set up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Trap 50, trap 50. 79 Broncos. 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19, Dixie Maverick, Dixie Maverick.
Back to throw, Willis. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for him, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Running right, here's Walker. We're down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion right is Watkins. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Willis looking to throw it. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Up the middle, here's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Folk's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up to this 3rd down play as we now Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Cowboy 80. 19 sight. 19 tech. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Warriors 70.
Now Willis to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now 17-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Malik McDowell there to make the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Fields throw brought in by Austin. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again, Fields. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. White running to the left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zamir White making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
19 White.
Throwing, Willis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Drop 50, drop 50.
Willis to throw. Pass complete to Green. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Willis. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now Willis. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Right there, hurt.
Here's Walker. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Fulk connects on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Fulk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Back to throw, Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Fields. This one finds Austin out right. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All eyes on Fields. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Ready, break.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. The city always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year,